Hey there everyone, it's Misterstubstep and I got another complete set video for y'all. This time it is Black and White Emerging Powers. This is the second set in the Black and White series of sets. It has 98 cards, no secret rares or anything cool, and it came out August 31st of 2011 in English. I'll also at some point show some prices of like a booster box and like maybe some sealed product if any of it is, applicable. But let's get right into the set. This is going to be a short one and probably a boring one because this is what I think is the worst Pokemon TCG set of all time, and it starts off with some of my most disliked monkeys. I know my sister really likes the elemental monkeys, but once again, I've said before, I think they were only in there to help you, to assist you with, I think it's the first gym, so you could pick the weakness or something like that. Maybe it was just like that first schoolhouse. But yeah, this is featuring Generation 5 Pokemon, and every single card within this set is a Generation 5 Pokemon, similar to the video games, which, if y'all don't remember, when Black and White first came out, it was actually ridiculed pretty hardcore. It was one of the most disliked generations to come out in a while, and now it's actually revered as one of the best generations to have come out. And that's because the storyline is pretty solid, honestly. And, I mean, there's some good characters, like N is pretty awesome. And yeah, N's probably one of my favorite villains because it wasn't just like a black and white type villain. Like there was actually a little bit of thought required. Anytime you can kind of come to a tough decision in your head, I always appreciate those, because when it's just like a very clear-cut character development, it's like, all right, definitely seen that before. But yeah, I mean, there's some cool Pokemon in Generation 5, but I also don't blame people because say you're playing through the game and you're looking for a familiar face and there's just no familiar faces, just all new Pokemon. But then I can also see the interest in something like that as well. But I don't believe Pokemon has experimented with anything like that ever since. I mean, Generation 6, literally you can get one of the Gen 1 starters, like at the very beginning of the game, that you could have on your team, which I think I did. I think I included a Venusaur on my team because I was just a sucker for that stuff. But generally you'd want to have the previous generations sprinkled throughout because you're going to have fans of all the different generations. And when you are doing a new generation and you completely commit to the new Pokemon designs, I mean, it's a huge risk if you think about it, because you're really banking on everybody really loving your Pokemon designs. And I think initially a lot of people were like, ugh, not really feeling these Thundurus ones are kind of cool. I like the Thundurus hollows. They have the horizontal line hollows in these. And according to Bulbapedia, this is the first set where they switched up the reverse hollow pattern to kind of have some of the, whatever energy type it is in the hollow. So I might have to look at Black and White base set again to see if that's the truth, because that is interesting. If that is big, if true. But overall, this set was very affordable to complete. That was probably one of the main reasons why I attempted to complete it, or I did complete it, because it was affordable, and I do have a goal of completing 10 sets this year. Emerging Powers has been on my mind for a while because it's almost, 12 years old now, and I thought it'd be kind of a cool thing to have one Black and White set complete. I don't know if I'll ever get one set from every single era, because if I were to go back and do an EX set or, a Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I barely have any of those cards, so I'd have to buy the entire set straight up, which would be pretty rough because I'm not going to be buying any sealed product anytime soon, that's for sure. But yeah, let me know what your favorite Generation 5 Pokemon is. Once again, I know a lot of people didn't like the designs because there was the freaking ice cream cone, but I mean, I feel like Pokemon has had worse designs. My biggest thing is when the evolutions aren't very creative. If the Pokemon's based off of an inanimate object, I don't really mind that too much, but if the evolutions, if it evolves, are kind of lackluster, then that's what kind of bothers me. But, I think, like for example, the Sandile line, I like the Sandile line, it's pretty cool. Dark ground type, Crocodile, I don't really like that artwork too much, but I like Crocodile, and usually has Intimidator, Moxie, which are pretty cool abilities. You got Purloin and Liepard, which that's a nice Liepard artwork. And then Zorua, probably one of the fan favorite Generation 5 Pokemon. Also did get a Hisuian form. I don't like that Zoroark though. That's a weird, it just looks weird there. But yeah, overall, if you're looking for a quick and easy set, I mean, it's only 98 cards. And if you don't care about the reverse hollows, like it truly is just 98 cards, no 20 secret rares or 20 rainbow rares or 50 full arts or whatever. It's a very cut and dry set, hence why not a lot of people like it. I think the sealed product and maybe some of the sample packs still go for a decent amount. When I say decent, like compared to other black and white sets, not decent, but just because it's hard to find, and there's a lot of master set collectors of sealed product as well. But yeah, and I put it in a pink binder because pink is probably one of my least favorite colors. Not hating on pink. Curlia has some pink, but yeah, that's the reason why I didn't have the pink binder. I haven't used the pink binder. I actually do like that home, but and Audino was good for getting a bunch of experience. I think Generation 5 was the first one to come out with the shaky grass. I mean, Generation 4 had it for the Poke Radar when you were shiny hunting, but Generation 5 had like the big grass, where I think you could sometimes do like double battles or something like, no, because Generation 4 had the double battle forests and everything, but you'd get a lot of experience. I do like this holo. Some of these holos were like a few bucks a piece, which is kind of crazy. Got the OG Bianca, raising the hand, and you got the Cheren, just drawing 3 cards, always your rival. Got the Crushing Hammer, which is a classic. Great Ball, not as good as some other ball cards, but still see some play in desperate times. Max Potion, or better alternatives. Pokemon Catcher. Switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of his or her bench Pokemon. Pretty sure that's not used the same way anymore. I think Pokemon Catcher now requires a coin flip. It's still cool nonetheless. And then these are the chase cards of the set. Whoa. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh yeah. Yeah, really lame. I think both of these are still under like 10 bucks. So these are the most expensive cards in the set. Super cheap, and yeah. And then I do have some deck exclusives or some, yeah, something like that. What is this, Beartic? Got that Shatter Foil, same thing with the Gigalith. Excadrill is a non-holo variant. Crocodile, Shatter. And then we got the Play promo or Pokemon League promo with the Unpheasant with that Cross Hash. This is some of my favorite. I love, can I get a good angle? Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. I like that. So now we'll do some big flips and that will complete this video. But yeah, let me know what you think of this set. If you have one, if you plan to pursue it because it's simple and easy. I mean, I guess I could look up to see if any master sets of black and white have sold recently, but I would say the average condition in here is probably like heavily played to moderately played, maybe a few lightly played sprinkled in, and then some damaged ones. There might be like some damaged reverse holos if I could get them all from the same seller on TCG Player. Say probably 60% of these came from TCG Player, and then 40% came from my LGS, just looking through their bulk. But yeah, that is all I have for this video. Once again, let me know what you thought. I think this weekend, this should be posting on, shoot, I guess Saturday, and then I will have my pre-release event for Paldea Evolved on Sunday, which I'm super excited about. So look forward to that video. I'll try to post it as soon as I'm done with it, so it might come out later in the evening or something like that. But yeah, that's all I have for this video. Once again, let me know what you thought, and I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one.